So hello to all dear students. With me, I have got a top ranker of the current NEET PG 2023 exam, Dr. Thanveer VT, rank 220, which is an amazing rank in this NEET PG exam. So first of all, hearty congratulations and welcome Dr. Thanveer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So Thanveer, he was on a tour when the results were declared. And I still remember he messaged me from Kulu, Manali, the time the results were, announced. So it's a good time to know the results, Thanveer. I'm sure that you have had months of preparation for this. And just tell me, when you saw the result at that time, did you expect honestly that 220 will appear on the screen?
Truly, sir, that was a wonderful experience. Actually, basically, we were on a trip and the results came, and I was actually very tensed whether to look the results or not, because whether our mood of trip will be changed or not. So, and when I searched the result in my phone, I could not get it, and it's my friend Rashid actually who searched for the result, and he just said me, "Congrats, man, you got 220." And I was actually very much amazed because I was actually expecting a rank, a good rank, but less than a 2000 or something, because I usually got good scores in my GTs and all, but a rank of 220 was really unexpected. And actually, I called my mom and father at that time, and actually we were expecting the result on 30th, which was actually said the date of result. And the results came too early. So when I called my mother, and she was very much amazed, and she's asking, "What is this result? Is this the result of? Is this the original result? What are you speaking on?" And it was a nice experience basically, and everyone was happy. My father, mother, and everyone was happy. Our family was happy. Friends were happy.
Good. So all must be happy and proud. So yes. Thanveer is someone I know since a few years, right, Thanveer? Right from your MBBS days, where I've taken some lectures for you, practical exams for you. So Thanveer was a batch representative as well. So used to coordinate those classes as well. So Thanveer, how would you see our relationship over the last few years?
Yes, sir. Actually, Sir, Rahul Rajiv sir, he's one of my great mentors. Actually, I see him as a great mentor and a great teacher for myself, because right from final years, as sir said, during the COVID times and all, when we had little exposure to clinics and everything, sir used to take us many theory classes and also practical classes of how to take medicine history and everything, and which were very useful for our batch and everything. And I used to coordinate the classes, and we got acquainted very much at that time. And sir used to say me always that you have to always keep on studying and continue studying after the MBBS to get a new PG seat and everything. And you have to focus on entrance-oriented studies and everything, which was actually a path which he paved a path for me for the this entrance exam and everything. And also during this preparation phase, I used to call sir almost like 4 or 5 times during this preparation. And during each period, like in the last month, I called and I asked, how should I be preparing in the last month? What should be my strategy? How should I focus on this? And sir emphasized more about the previous year questions. You should be emphasizing more about the previous year questions and topics, and which I used to do, and which was actually very useful in the exam, original exam, because many of the questions were from the previous year questions and previous year topics. So I'm so happy that I got a rank, and I'm so happy that I got you as a mentor. Thank you, sir.
So Thanveer, it's a nice feeling to have someone like you who is very hardworking. So to get a rank of 220 in such a competitive exam is not an easy thing. And I think he is an inspiration to many students watching this interview. I'll tell you why. See, yes, there are topper interviews like rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, but he is someone who has worked his way to success through focus and discipline. So there will be many candidates sitting here, watching, can I get into the top 500 ranks of NEET PG? I think he is someone whom you all should be looking at. Okay, so I think it again underlines the importance of hard work and persistence. So Tanveer, a bit about yourself. I know that, in fact, I know much about you, but for the viewers, where are you from? Which college did you do your MBBS and your batch?
Yes, sir. I'm from Calicut Medical College, 2016 batch. I just finished our internship on this August 17th, and our convocation was on September 4th. And I started my preparation on September 10th, actually, after 1 week of the convocation, basically.
Right.
I'm from
Right.
Malappuram, and my native is Malappuram.
Right.
Kerala.
I think his batch of Calicut Medical College is very close to me, 60th batch of Calicut Medical College. I have taken personally many classes also for that same batch, especially for their exams during the COVID times as well. I still remember that class on ataxia that I took, and
Yeah.
So Tanveer, coming to your journey with DocTutorials. So for the the face-to-face classes, as of now in Kerala, we have got face-to-face centers. When your batch was facing the exam, we had in Calicut. Now we have in Trivandrum as well. And we are going to start the next batch also very soon. So the Calicut Center, you came for the QRP, or the Quick Revision Program. So basically, the idea of DocTutorials to come up with the QRP program was to simplify topics to students, because see, when you prepare for NEET PG, which is a vast subject, the main problem which candidates face is not during the study phase. You have ample material available, but how to consolidate is very important. So Tanveer was our student in the face-to-face QRP program at the Calicut Center of DocTutorials. So Tanveer, I still remember you came to the medicine class as well. So let me start off with the medicine subject. So just tell me, why did you first decide to come for QRP? Like, medicine is a vast subject. What is your take on medicine as a subject, and what made you think, okay, let me come to the QRP session?
So basically, I love medicine and I love reading medicine and everything. And I would like to choose medicine as a PG. But the thing is that medicine is very vast, and we cannot say like this question is from medicine, this is from micro. We cannot distinguish as such, because medicine includes everything. So reading a vast subject, and if I go on reading medicine, I will go on reading till end. So in exams, like in competitive exams, we have to have a control. Like, we have to stop here, and this is the area till which we have to read, and this is the consolidated material which is must read for this exam. So that is what I meant with the QRP, coming to the QRP session, because I wanted a short material for medicine which I can rely on, and which contains almost all the important topics, and which covers all the important topics, and which is not too much vast, and which is a revisable format. So that is what I meant, what I needed for medicine, and that is why I chose to come for the QRP session, basically. And that was, I actually called you and asked it also, because whether it will be completing everything or not. I had a doubt in myself, and the assurance that you gave that you will be covering all the important topics, all the previous year questions, and that areas, that gave me a confidence that I can rely on this material, I can read this material, and I can be confident. Because in exams, like when we are appearing for an exam, more than the knowledge and everything, the importance, there lies a great importance in the confidence also. If we are confident that I have read these areas and I am okay with this, that itself gives us a boost. So I actually had no confidence in medicine, but I got that confidence after coming to the QRP session and reading that material. So I felt that I have read this material and I am okay with that.
And I still remember after the exam also, you sent me a message, right?
Yes,
on
sir.
that,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Kaposi sarcoma question.
Yes, Kaposi sarcoma. Yes, that question actually, I just when that question came in the screen, I just remembered you, and I just remembered your classes, basically, because that same question and the same figure was there in the material, so I could easily answer that question. And many of the questions, like some questions about the murmurs and the figure about the murmur, and these questions were there in the discussions. And the important thing that I noticed in the QRP session was that it included all the important topics and also the basic things, like the basic areas like the JVP, hard sounds, and these are the basic things that we can answer them if we have a good concept and all. But if we do not revise it in the just 1 month before the exam, we might forget, or we might have confusion during the exam. So that was also covered in the QRP session, so which gave me the correct confidence that it is covering everything from the basics, right from the basics to the most high level things, which is important for the exam. So I was very confident for the exam that time, and I could answer all the questions, most of the questions from the medicine.
Okay. So, another message which you can give to the students is like a very important point that you said. Medicine is in fact a subject that can integrate multiple subjects. So I would also advise the students, when you learn other subjects as well, say in pharmacology, you are learning about antiplatelets, anticoagulants, always try to correlate it with the medicine part. Okay, see,
Yes.
Thrombolytics, when do I thrombolyze in stroke? When do I thrombolyze in myocardial infarction? What is the agent that is chosen? So all this is very important, and you try to link it, just like what Thanveer told us. It's very, very important to link subjects so that you get questions from medicine, right? Okay, so medicine is not just a single subject, it is an amalgamation of different subjects, and you have got to learn accordingly. And Thanveer,
That's the same thing actually, like during the exams also. Right now the questions are completely in the integrated type, because in this NEET PG exam itself there was an ECG showing hyperkalemia, and the question was which is the antihypertensive which is causing this. So it is an integration of pharmacology and medicine. So you can learn that from medicine, and also you can learn from pharmacology. So integration of the subject, knowing all the subjects all together, is very important.
right, that is very important, because if you integrate and learn, you will feel better as well. Okay, I've done medicine reasonably well. You feel confident, because Thanveer, I think you were always a bit anxious about medicine, right? Going towards the end, because I still
Yes,
remember
yes.
in our conversations, right?
Yes, yes, sir. I was very anxious about medicine because that is a huge subject, vast subject, and I just kept it for the last time, till the last time, not knowing how to do and how to tackle this subject as such.
So once you were done with the QRP, you got that workbook and you have written everything in that workbook. Did you use that once again for your final round of revision for medicine?
Sure, sir. I actually, after just the QRP session, the next day I just revised the whole topics in that QRP. Then later on, just 15 days before the exam, I just went through the same materials once again, because I believe that everything that we have to revise everything in the last 1 month. Whatever the things you need to remember or you tend to remember, you have to revise in the last 1 month, because otherwise I don't think that in my brain it won't be retaining too much more than 1 month. So if you read it within 1 month, you will have a confidence also that I have read in the recent past, so I will be remembering that, and you can also get the answers right.
Right. Okay. So Thanveer, coming to the other aspects of DocTutorials, you said that you had attended the Elite exam series of DocTutorials. So for the viewers, Elite exam series is something that we have done first in the NEET SS segment, because DocTutorials has a NEET SS coaching segment as well. I'm taking medicine for that. So we started off in the NEET SS segment. Now we have taken it to the NEET PG as well. So the concept behind the Elite exams is that every exam, the question will be put by the faculties themselves, and then the discussion also will be there. So Thanveer, coming to the Elite exams, first of all, I think, how was your experience with the Elite exams, and how many have you done the Elite exams?
Sir, I actually attempted almost 10 subjects of exams of Elite PG exam. That was a good experience because it contained almost all type of questions: simple questions, tough questions, medium level questions. So it gave an exposure to complete overall that subject itself. It was like a 20 question exam, but in that 20 question, it completed almost all the areas of that subject. So we can understand in which area we are weak and which area we are strong and all. So and also the explanations were given as video solutions, so and video explanations. So whichever the things which we got wrong, we can understand why we got wrong and why other options are not the answers and all. So which was very useful. And also the many of the good, top rankers who got good rank in this NEET PG exam were also writing that exam. So being able to write exam with them and competing with them and getting to know where we stand actually gave us the confidence, because it was exam almost 500 to 600 students wrote almost every day in all the exams. So I used to get a rank of 1 to 10 in that, so which boosted my confidence that I can get into a good rank if I continue my learning in this method. And it also made sure that my methodology of learning is correct, and I have to do it till the exam, and it will be okay and all right.
Yeah. So I think Tanveer was very consistent in writing the exams, and I see the same with Dr. Siddharth Chandran also, who got rank 28. So while I was interviewing him also, he said that he used to attend almost all exams, and when he wrote the grand test also, he had consistently got, like, I think the 4 grand tests that we did, he had rank 1 in 3 exams and rank 2 in the one of the exams. So consistency is important, as Dr. Tanveer is telling, it's very important to attend exams. So Tanveer, throughout your preparation, I have seen many candidates just keeping on reading without doing exam. So when I asked them, I asked them, what is your latest grand test rank or latest subject-wise test rank? They just tell me, sir, I have not completed studies. What is your message for the future aspirants on the importance of practicing MCQs by means of these exams?
Sir, actually, what I did was, when I started my preparation, I said I started my preparation on September 10th. The thing I did on September 10th was, first I did a grand test. I started my preparation by doing a grand test, and then I could understand which are the subjects where I am strong, which are the subjects where I'm weak. Because even we are not going to get a 0 out of 200 when we are doing a GT, first GT. Basically, everyone will be having a basic knowledge that would be a part of your basic MBBS knowledge, whether you have studied your first year, second year in a good manner or not. And many of the clinical subjects and clinical questions can be solved. Rather than usually the main thing is that when we start the preparation, the initial phase, the basic science knowledge is like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry will be on a lower side, and clinicals will be on a higher side usually. So I just started with doing a GT, and I knew where I stood. So then I started to do GTs 2 weekly, once in 2 weeks. And towards the end, in the last 1 month, I did weekly GTs, and I actually did not do the any GTs in the last 1 week, because I was on bit of anxious type, because if I get a low mark in the last 1 week of period, I would be going down. So I just avoided doing GTs in the last 1 week. But till then, I did weekly GTs, and exams. I wrote exams 50 questions per day or 100 questions per day every day. Practicing is very important, because when you practice too much, you can understand what is the type of question which is coming from an area. That is very important, because we read too much, too much from an area, but questions will be framed in a particular manner. So we have to know that how the questions are being framed and how the questions are being asked. Then only we can answer the question. Then only we can learn in that particular manner. So for that, we have to do too much of questions, and we have to read also. There should be an equal balance between both, which is very important.
Right. That is very, very important message to the future aspirants as well. It's very important to practice questions. And something, that even inspired me is that you said you started off with a grand test, which is something, I would definitely advise to other candidates. First of all, see where you're standing. So you know how much distance you have to travel. So it's a very, very important message. So Tanveer, at a rank of 220, you're going to take a medicine seat. Where?
In Calicut Medical College, hopefully.
So I asked this question for a reason, because I also did my MD medicine in Government Medical College, Calicut, which is, one of the best medicine departments in the state and the country as well, with lot of cases. So Tanveer, just one last question. During your MBBS, I know that, during COVID, you could not get much postings, but how has the environment of Calicut Medical College, with such a case variety fascinated you to take medicine as a subject?
Sir, actually, when I go to medicine ward and when I see the patients and when I get the knowledge that we are giving medicines and they are getting cured and they are going after discharge, I actually get a sense of very much of happiness inside me. That is the reason for which I believe that I should take medicine and all, because I like to speak to people. I like to speak to patients and all to know their well-being. And so actually in Calicut Medical College, we see a variety of cases, a variety of things, rare things and rare cases. So I was fascinated by it, and medicine is a subject which fascinated me too much. And so I would be taking medicine.
And I think, your batch was also actively involved in the patient care unit activity.
Yes.
You were also
involved? Sir. Yes, I was there in the patient care unit. And I was also there in the imprints, which is a thing by our college union, where type 1 diabetes mellitus students, children are there, and we will be giving them glucometer and strip for their checking the glucose and all, because they are from low socioeconomic status. And I was the coordinator of imprints for 1 year in our college union.
For the viewers, PCU or the patient care unit, it's actually an initiative inside the college where they serve the poor and the needy. Okay, so it's a wonderful initiative. People who are destitute, they don't have anyone to take care of financial support, medical support, food. So Thanveer again was a part of that. And then there is a organization by name Imprints, which again, as Thanveer said, is very unique organization, and it's very much charity oriented, and they take care of patients not with the material things, food, but with their mind as well. That's what I've always felt. It's such a beautiful organization as the Imprints. So yeah, so Thanveer, I'm sure that as a clinician, all this experience of being with the patients, helping them, and that feeling of satisfaction that you said is going to make you a good clinician as well. So looking forward to meeting you the next time I come to Calicut. Definitely we'll have a meet and I'll take a party from you as well. So thanks a lot for joining, and all the best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.